That's what Jeff Billings told me when I...
Oh shit, I thought it was your phone.
No, hell no. Jeff Billings told me that time, I said, I had a cooler in the back of my truck full of beer. And I asked him, I said, I know you quit drinking. I said, but I feel rude. I said, I'll offer you a beer. He said, you don't have enough. I said, open the cooler. I said, no, I think I got a little case in here. He said, no, you don't understand. You don't have enough. He said, once I start, he said, there's never enough. I felt kind of sorry for him. Okay.
Is it on?
You're on, man.
Hell.
I want you to know that there'll probably be at least 15,000 people see you.
Hello, world.
Okay. Phil, I got to tell a story about that first lion. I came up here with a buddy of mine. I don't even know if I'm on the camera. Maybe I am. I came up here with a buddy of mine. I think it was your dad that found the tracks up that canyon, right?
Mm-hmm. And Greg Ball.
And Greg Ball had the hounds, and he had that really, really good hound, Maze. I think that's what
I
he
don't
called
remember the names, but
anyway, we went up there, and that dog went up. Greg went up with that dog on the side of the mountain
to that little cave looking deal.
Well, yeah, but he jumped that lion first. We went the other way first.
Okay, yeah.
And then we come around on the four-wheeler.
Right.
And I think your dad was driving the four-wheeler and tried to kill me on the four-wheeler.
Probably.
He's wild on that thing. He said, sit on the front so we can go up this hill.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And so I sat on the front and we went up the hill. Well, Greg went down to get his tracking box.
Mm-hmm.
That was way back in the day of the beep collars. And we started trailing that lion. I stayed with that lion, or with that dog going up through there, and I thought that was the coolest thing. Anyway, we caught that lion in a cave off that point. And
you crawled up on the side of the rock and was shot in there. That's when the lion came out.
I shot, and I remember you telling me. Yeah, and I remember you telling me, say, make sure if you just wound him, shoot him again or something like that. And I remember I was holding the gun up like that, and I went, boom, and that lion came out. I didn't even have time to drop the gun. I mean, he came right out next to me. Anyway, so then they went across the canyon. They got in that nasty cave.
Mm-hmm.
And we built fires and everything else trying to smoke him out.
Oh, yeah.
And he must have came out while we went and looked for wood.
In the back, remember? In the back there was a hole?
There was a hole. That's right. We seen smoke come out
of the back side of it.
But at that time, we really didn't know. We thought he died inside that cave.
Oh, yeah. I thought I seen him.
So what happened then? I couldn't sleep that night. I thought, we left that lion in that cave. And
that's
he's
right.
Dead.
You came back the next day.
I couldn't sleep. I thought, man, we got to get in that cave and see if he died in there. So I come by and I got Phil. I said, let's go up there and look in that cave and see if that lion's still in there.
Then he grabbed me by the feet and threw me in the cave.
I said, go in there and look and see if that lion's in there. Remember that cave went in, then there was like a ledge up there.
You go over a rock and then you get to the back and you turn. And all I could think about was lion. And I crawled over that rock and I went to turn back like that. And I saw his foot laying down like that. And I came out of there 100 miles an hour backwards. And ended up being just a stick hanging down.
It was just a stick.
How you coaxed me into go in there, I'll never know. Not one of my smartest moves ever. Well, what'd you say?
I wasn't going to go in there.
If he's in there to be dead, he ain't going to hurt you. Yeah. Oh, hell, fun and games.
Yeah. But that was the time that ruined me. Being up there with that dog, watching her trail that lion. That was like, I remember thinking, man, this is the funnest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And it used to work out real good, because then I used to rope back then. And I came up here and I would hunt, and then I could rope.
Yeah.
I could run some steers with y'all.
That's all fun and games when somebody breaks their ribs, huh?
When you went hunting with me that time in the...
Got caught in the hot wire and got bucked off?
I thought that killed you.
So did I.
I never seen anything like that. I can still see that horse spinning around and wrapping that wire and on top of you.
Landed on my chest?
I mean, spinning around on top of you. And that horse took off and ran through a barbed wire fence and ran through the mesquite and didn't have a scratch on him. And your shirt was tore off, and I thought, oh man, how am I going to get him out of here?
And I had to walk up the road.
And you looked up, and I remember thinking all that air out there, and you couldn't get any of it. Yeah. And then Westy drove up the road, remember?
Yeah, her dog hit the gas pedal, I can't remember how it worked, but something was hitting the pickup, or I just remember my ribs were. I thought I was gonna die. But
Well, she took you right to the hospital, didn't she? That was awful.
after 3 Keystones and a Vicodin, I was good to go.
Oh yeah, that cured most pain. That was what happened to that horse. He died finally.
I had to put him down.
You rode, but he was a good ranch horse. Wasn't
Oh
he?
my gosh.
As long as you weren't around wire.
He's tough.
But you couldn't lead him uphill. Is that the same horse you had to ride up that real steep?
I didn't want to lead. I didn't want to have to walk up that hill.
No, when you and I were back there by the White Bluffs.
Yeah, I didn't have to. I was too lazy to walk up it.
Oh, I thought he wouldn't lead.
No, he would, but I just stayed on him.
I
He led the mule up.
That was when I was on that kind of spooky mule, that scary mule. That I rode him. I rode that mule about for a week, and then when I took him back over there to James, and his boy came out and said, "Did you ride that mule?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Everybody's ever rode him. He's bucked him off." That's one thing about those mules. They're pretty smart.
Oh yeah.
And that one, I sat right in the middle of him. Remember, he ran off, tore my saddlebags off, and ran off down the hill. And
Then up there, then the dogs went back to the bottom. He walked to the bottom, and I led him around
oh yeah,
on the other side and came back down.
that's a good spot right up there. I need to go up there and hit that about once every 2 weeks. Every time I've been right on top of there, I've found lion sign.
Mm-hmm.
There's big Tom scrapes up there, and that's all public land now, isn't it?
For sure.
Just hard to get to.
Yeah. Access.
All you dang ranchers, you got all the gates locked.
Just put enough gates up, they won't go through them. They'll turn around.
All right.
Thank you, sir. That's it. My world.